Hello students, welcome to Uma Devi Children Academy. So here in this today's lecture we are discussing about the electronic configuration. So this is the last topic of this chapter, and in this topic, in this electronic configuration, we will try to understand here what are the scientists are there, which method they are used to write the electronic configurations, and what method they are applied here, that we will discuss here. The filling of orbital in atom. The filling of electrons in the orbital, the different atom take place according to the Abbe principle, Pauli exclusive principle, and the Hund's rule, maximum multiplicity. So these three rules are most important rule. Through these rules, we have to try to understand these scientists, which rules they are used, we are explained to us, right students? So here the first one, the Abbe principle. The Abbe is the German mean the building up. Abbe means it is the building up of orbitals. Building up means we know that the building up means they are kept one above the other, the systematic order, right, as the lower to higher manner. That is the building up, right students? So filling of orbital with electron, the principal states in the ground state of the atoms of the orbital filled in the order of the increasing energy. So what is this Abbe principle indicate? That in this case it explains that the electron must be shifted based on the increasing order. Electron must be shift. On the other word, the electron first occupy in the lowest energy of the orbitals available to them, and the next enter to the higher energy of the orbitals, right students? So we are writing here the order, students. The order of energy we are writing the 1s, 2s, 3s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 4d, 4p, 5s, 5d, 5p, 4f, 6d, 6p, 6s, etc. Right? So they are written here in this form, the 1 to 7, the increasing number of order they are written over there. So here the electrons are first shifted. The 1s is here the lowest energy, so it means the electrons are first shifted in the 1s orbitals. After filling the 1s orbital, then they are shifted to the 2s, next 2p, 3s, 4s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 5d, like this, so on, they are shifted here. So it means, look at here students, so this is the increasing order, students. The increasing order is there here, increasing order from 1s to 7s, that is the increasing order. So electrons are shifted from the lower energy first, then afterwards they are shifted to the higher energy, next after that they are shifted to the next higher energy, right students? So the order may be remembered by using the method in the figure they mentioned here, 2.17. The starting from the top, the direction arrow, and the order, the filling of orbital, and the starting from top to bottom left. Look at here, this is the structure, students. So here this is the structure. So in this structure, the top is the mention here, the 1s lower energy, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, right? Next, the energy of the orbitals are same. Yesterday we have discussed, energy of the orbitals are the same energy of the orbitals are same. So 2s, 2p are the same energy, so they kept in the same row. 3s, 3p, 3d, they are kept in same row because the energy is same. 4s, 4p, 4d, they are kept in the same row because they are same energy. 5s, 5p, 5d, 5 kept in the same row because same energy. 6s, 6p, 6d kept in the same row because of same energy. 7s, 7p kept in the same energy, same row because of same energy, right students? So Here the energy level increases from top to bottom increases, and here the energy levels are remained same because of the same energy level. Right, students? So electrons are shifted here first 1s, afterwards it's try to shift it on the 2s. After fulfilling the 2s, after fulfilling the 2s orbital, then it try to shift it on the 2p. Next after the 3s, next the 3p, next 4s, afterwards 3d. Right, students? Look at here, students. The first, the 4s will come. After fulfilling the 4s, then it shifted on the 3d. Right, because the 3d is the higher energy orbital. According to when we compare the 4s and the 3d, when we compare here, students, compare the here the 4s orbital has the smaller energy level, energy as compared to the 3d. Right, students? So after 3p we are shifting on the 4s here. Right, why it happened here? Because look at here, students, the 3p 4s, the 3p orbitals and the 4s are there. The 3, when we apply the n plus rule formula, when we apply the n plus l rule, 3s, that is a 3, the sorry students, this is a p, that is 1. Sorry students, n plus s value, then the 3p, then the 3 plus 1, that is 4. Similarly, if you are using the 4s, the 4 plus 0, that is 4. Right. So in this case, the energy of the orbitals, we are giving the first preference to here. The energy value is small here, the third energy level is small, and here the energy level is high. Right. So we are giving the first preference to the 3p orbitals. Right, 3p orbital. Right, students? But here the azimuthal quantum number is high, here azimuthal quantum number is low. Right, so we are giving the first preference to the lower energy of the orbital, n value is small here, so we are giving the first preference to 3p. Right, next afterwards we are giving the preference to 4s here. The 4 energy level n value is high here. Right, students? Next after that 4s and 4s after 4p, then again we are applying the n plus l rule. When you count the 4s, now only we know that the 4 plus 0, that is 4, and the 3d, that is the 3 plus 2, that is 5. So which one is higher, students? The according to this formula, the 5 is higher, so that's why we are giving the first preference to 4s. We are giving first preference 4s, then it's shifted on the 3d. Next 3d, 4p, 5s. Again 5s is smaller as compared to the 4d, so after fulfilling the 5s, it shift on the 4d, 5p, 6s. Next the 4f, 4d, 5d, 6p, 7s. Next after fulfilling the 7s, 5f, 6d and 7p. Right, students? So this manner the increases. So energy here, the lower, the shifting from the lower level to the higher levels. The 7s, 7p is the higher energy level. Right, students? The next is the Pauli's exclusive principle, students. What the Pauli's explained that the no two electrons in an atom has a four set of quantum numbers. Whatever the electrons are they present, the 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, etc., in which the all the four quantum number, that is the principal quantum number, azimuthal, magnetic quantum number, and the spin quantum number, all the four quantum numbers are not same. All the four quantum numbers are not same. Right, students? So in which, if the principal, azimuthal, magnetic quantum numbers are same, but the spin quantum numbers are different here. The spin quantum number is different, but the principal, azimuthal, magnetic quantum numbers are same here. So look at here, students. For example, you may use the 1s orbital, 1s square, the electron present in 1s. So the both electron cannot be occupied in a clockwise manner, or both electron cannot be occupied in the anti-clockwise manner. So this is the wrong method, right? So he stated that, so in the orbital, electrons are occupying the opposite spin. For example, you may use the any s orbitals. The for example 1s2, questions. So in which the s orbital, magnetic, azimuthal, principal, azimuthal, magnetic, and the spin counter numbers. Here it is first energy level, it is 0, and magnetic counter number is 0, and spin is here plus half. Questions. In second case, similarly, the magnetic azimuthal, magnetic counter number spin 1, 0, and the spin is not plus, it is a minus half, because one electron, the spin, the if one, the orbital, one electron is if it rotate in the clockwise manner, another would be rotate in the anti-clockwise manner. So that's why their spin is not same in the four set of quantum numbers. Yes, students. So polyaxial principle can also be stated the only two electrons. One more thing is explained. Only the orbital in which only two electrons are occupying. Only two electrons are occupying with opposite spin. With opposite spin. Yes, friends. So the restrictions are imposed by the polyaxial principle. It helps to calculate in the capacity of the electrons in the orbital, in the subshell. The subshell capacity is only two. One is rotated the plus half, another is rotated will be the minus half. Then the electron must be the stable, right? The one is clockwise rotating, it is absorbing energy. Another anti-clockwise rotating, it is releasing energy. Then the both are the stable here. Yes, friends. The orbital in which the one is clockwise rotating, it absorbing energy, another is releasing energy. If it absorbing energy, that is the plus half, it releasing energy, that is the minus half, then the atoms are stable here. Students. So maximum number of electrons in the present in the 1s subshell is 2. Subshell is 2. And the p and d in which 6 and 10 electrons are occupied, the maximum number of electrons are occupied in the principal quantum number based on the this formula. How many electrons are occupied in the E subshell, that explained by this formula. For example, students, s orbital, for example, the first energy level n is equal to 1, then the 2n square, 2, energy level is 1, then how many students, the only 2 electrons are occupied in the first energy level, right? Next, the n is equal to 2, then the apply the formula 2n square, then 2, the 2 whole square, then the how many electrons, students? 8 electrons, right? 8 electrons, the 2s, 2, 2p6, 6 plus 2, 8 electrons, that is 8 electrons are occupied, right? Similarly, n is equal to 3, that is a 2n square, 2 into whole 3 square, that is the total 18 electrons, right? 18 electrons, how 18 electrons? 3s2, 3p6 and 3d10, that is 18 electrons are occupied. Right, students? So next is the Hund's rule. The Hund's rule is explain that the filling of electron into the orbital belonging to the same subshell, that is the equal energy, that is degenerate orbitals. The statement is the pairing of electrons in the orbital belongs to the same subshell do not take place until the all the belongs to the subshells with single electrons, single occupied. So whatever the subshells are there here, like this, the p orbitals, right? The electrons are pairing will not take place here. Electrons are pairing will not be take place till until the all the subshells are fulfilled here. If all the subshells are fulfilled, then only the pairing will be take place. For example, students, the for example, oxygen. Atomic number 8, the 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. 1s2 2 electrons, 2s2 2 electrons, and the 2p orbitals. So pairing will not be take place. We can't be right here the pair. We can't be right here the pair until. So first we have to the oxygen in which 1s2, 2s2, and this is so here 2p4. The 2p4 means the 4 electrons. First we have to be fill all the single occupied. After the single occupied, the all the have a equal energy. After equal energy, the extra electrons are again shifted into the first subshell. So this is explained by the Hund's rule. The pairing will not be take place until the all the orbitals are the singly occupied. Yes, friends. The since the three in P, electrons occupy in the P, 5 electrons in the D, and the 7 electrons occupy in the so whenever the whatever the orbitals are there, if the p orbital in which single occupied the 3 electrons and the p in which the 3 orbitals are either here, the 3 subshell in which the first they must occupy singly, then extra electrons are again occupying the next subshells. D in which the 10 electrons are occupying the 1 2 3 5. So first we have to shift in the singly. If we are why we shift singly, because the equal energy, this indicates that they must be filled with the equal energy. Then all are equal, that is a degenerate. This is we call the degenerate orbital. Then extra electrons are filled into the again here extra electrons. Right, students? So next is the electronic configuration, students. By using the Aubry principle, Pauli exclusive principle, and the Hund's rule, we have to be the right here the electronic configuration. The definition: distribution of electron into the orbital called as the electronic configurations. Distribution of electrons in the orbital called as the electronic configuration. If we keep in our mind the basic rules that govern the filling of the different atomic orbital, electronic configuration, different atom. The electron configuration here mentioned, students, the S in which 2 electrons are occupying, there is a A, the P in which 6 electrons are occupying, the B, and the D in which 10 electrons are occupying. Right, students? So orbitals, the S is 1, P is 3, and the D is 5 orbitals. Right, students? The hydrogen atom has only 1 electron, which goes to the orbitals, the lowest energy orbitals. The electron configuration is written as a hydrogen 1s1. But in case of helium, we have to shift in the completely 2 electron 1s2. So 1s2, then we have to completely fulfill these orbitals. Difference. The third lithium, we are applying the Pauli exclusive principles. That is the 1s2, 1s2, 2s2, and sorry, 1s2, 2s1, 3 electrons. Right? Atomic lithium, atomic number 3, that is the 1s2 and 2s1, 3 electrons. Similarly, in case of beryllium, the 1s2, 2s2, 4 electrons. So similarly here, students, we have to shifting here the electrons by applying the all Aubry principle, Pauli exclusive principle, in the Hund's rule. We have to write here the lithium electron configuration, beryllium, boron, carbon up to neon. We are written here. Yes, students. So we have to fill here the singly, right? We have to fill singly till all the electrons are singly occupied in the orbitals. So electrons are completely filled in the orbital known as a core electrons. For example, the neon. The neon in which the neon atomic number 10, so 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. All the orbitals are completely fulfilled. There is no empty space here. It is completely fulfilled. And the 2p orbitals are completely fulfilled, and px orbital, px, py, pz all are completely fulfilled. All are completely fulfilled, so it is called the core orbitals. It means the same energy of the orbital, the 2s2p, the all the second energy level completely fulfilled, and the first energy level completely fulfilled. That is core orbitals. Right, friends. The electrons added to the electronic shell with the highest principle electrons added to the electronic shell with the highest principal called as valence electrons. So whatever the electrons are there and the extra electrons are left in the principal quantum number, that is we call the principal, that is we call the valence electrons. But yes students, from sodium, the sodium in which the valence electrons are left here, sodium atomic number 11, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. We complete core and one extra electrons are shifted here. The next energy level, so that is we call the valence electrons. Right, students? So from the sodium to the argon, consider as the valence electrons, because from sodium it starts from the sodium third energy level to the argon, the argon in which the third energy level completely fulfilled with 3d10. So that's why students it is we consider as the valence electrons, right? In potassium calcium 4s orbital, the lower energy and the 3d orbitals occupied by the two electrons. So these two electrons are the valence electrons. One valence electron for the potassium and two is for the calcium. Right, students? So this is about our today topic, students. Thank you.